Welcome back everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm thinking to talk about port naval defense and very much for someone who probably are new to this game and have one single question. Zerra, which ship is the best to have that particular operation? The defense base naval operation. And frankly, I'd like to say that the best ship, and that is the most important to carry that particularly for the rest of the operations, no matter what you choose, you can take whatever ship, whatever cruiser, whatever destroyer, whatever battleship you want. That particularly, it's the hardest one, and very much it's a frustration for me that many times I do not pull the one off because I do not have help for my team. But it's also the hardest one, so for that particular reason I would like to talk about 4 ships which are the bone, the one who makes more damage, most kills, more fires, more everything. Not a destroyer, not a battleship. Yes, they are important. You must have a battleship. You probably sometimes even must have a carrier, not a destroyer. In defense-based naval, it's a no destroyer. Because it's simple, it's all over the place. You need to have big damage, big output, and I very much would like to talk about 4 ships, non-premium. I won't talk about the premium ships because there are a lot of premium ships up there, but I'm just talking about regular statutory cruisers. And Newport, it's actually one of the highest DPM of all cruisers, flat arc, and this is the reason, guys. Reload every 6 seconds, 960 meters per second. Yes, the HE it's kind of a mediocre, trying to do your very best, but here's the secret: HE will pen 38 millimeters, so it's pretty damn fantastic versus anything in your I'm talking about tier 6 and lower. Of course, if you face Izumo, it's different, but 38 it's pretty much a lot. Sure, you cannot do any damage to Izumo if you don't shoot for the superstructure, the tier 9 battleship which will arrive at the very end. Now, Nurbe, it's a very good, capable cruiser for that particular game mode. But beside that, I very much like to put 3 other cruisers that, in my honestly opinion, are absolutely amazing. And for that one, you kind of need to know how to play it. You see, why do I not choose, let's say, Grabspeed or Pensacola? This grab speed's a premium reload every 20 seconds. You're never gonna do a whole lot of damage with those 20 seconds reload. Molotov is also a premium one, but the same issue. 12.5 seconds. It's too much. And same story it goes with London, whopping 15 seconds, and this is a regular non-premium 14 seconds. On the other hand, here's the deal. It should be a pretty decent pick, and I'm not saying it's a bad pick. This new tier 6 Dutch cruiser, 8.5 seconds, it's alright, pretty damn flat arc and high percent push and fire, 25 pen of HE. The problem you have, you only have 4 guns in the front for crying down, and that it's a big thing. You have to show perfect broadside to use all the 8. Why go for this pretty mediocre guns when you could go with the best guns at tier 6? Yes, you heard me right. This has the best guns in every category, and it's even more amazing when you go very fast about my captain's perk. 8 seconds, but you have 9 guns, flat arc. I would very much like to say Bugioni and Nurber, it's the best pick for this particular defense game mode operation. And here's my captain. He has 18 points captain, that is true. Faster traverse speed. I highly recommend to priority target. You have to know when you shoot. This one, it's basically most for the random battle, not much for the defense battle, this eye in the sky. But this is the most important. Heavy HE and sap shells plus 10%. You will surprised how big number damage. I remember in this defense base game mode, I had one Salor did 7,500 with HE thanks to this one, and of course a top grade gunner and concealment expert. This is my pick. So those two are by far, but I'm not saying there isn't other cruisers which definitely have strong impact. In my honestly opinion, one of the top four, it's definitely the Leander. Leander has crazy good DPM. You do very short work of all the destroyer or light cruisers. You have kind of a rough to deal with the battleships because you only have AP. You have to aim for the superstructure, and the only downside with this ship, I would like to say, it's a short range. The range it's only 13.2, which is ridiculous short. On the other hand, you have epic concealment. And this is my captain, only 14 points faster. What the heck is this? Yes, 10% more hydro and 10% more smoke. Adrenaline rush. Also receive superintendent. It's must have. Those two goes hand in hand. I highly recommend to have both of them, and of course also a concealment expert because you do have one of them. Probably the next one I'll definitely put the priority target. Yes, I will do that in the next points. But beside that, you may argue that Dallas it's pretty damn strong, 8.5 second, and I'm not saying that it's the only kind of a weird stuff is that HE penetration 31 millimeters is fantastic. Chance to put you in a finder is 6%. It's absolutely hilarious bad, really darn bad. 6%. So you're not gonna put any a lot of damage. How much percent to put your enemy from Bugioni? Well, 12. Go and figure twice. And almost same reload. Well, you even reload fast. It's not a big bad pick, Dallas. I highly recommend you, but probably together with Dallas, I will very much like to talk about another Tech 3, which is crazy good in my honestly opinion, and that it's the French one, the tier 6, La Grisonnière. Why I put her? Yes, 9 seconds reload, 1 second slower than, but it's a 12% put your enemy on fire. It hits really hard, and maximum AP 3300 and maximum HE 2200. It's a good all-round, good torpedo, very fast, and I very much like to put her together with all other ships. Very strong, capable. If you have one of those cruisers that I mentioned, you should pull this one off. But best of best, it's actually Nuremberg and Bugioni, thanks to this epic DPM. It's all about DPM, folks. Let's say Pensacola. Why is not good at Pensacola? It's a heavy cruiser and reload every 15 seconds. The 15 second in London, even if you have a badass 20 points captain, will not help you. Yes, you will survive, but you're never gonna kill those pesky small destroyer ASAP, and that it's all about. When it's about the battleship, choose whatever battleship you want. It's not a must-have, but this is the cruiser or the bone keys. They are the one who's gonna make most impact in the entire defend base game mode. And that's the one. They will carry the game and kill those pesky small destroyers and cruiser. And for that reason, I very much would like to say higher DPM and higher flat arc, easier to do well. I'm not saying that this Lana it's a bad ship, but it's not good for this naval battle. For killer well, for this particular, it's such a boring and very easy, and you don't face anything in just very end. The last 3 minutes it's more challenging. Otherwise, and this operation of the week, choose whatever you want. For me, this is not a challenge. It's not. I'm talking about for this base naval defense, which is the hardest. And yes, I very much like to say I do like the challenge. But overall, let me know in the comment below. I'm not saying that the battleship are not important. They are very important. Even the carrier are important. So over there, a carrier and battleship, choose whatever you feel comfortable with. It's not anything special. But of course, if you have a flat arc, very hard hitting guns, it's always good to have, because the battleship's main focus is not the destroyer. They are to shoot and kill the cruisers and of course other battleships. That's the main focus for them, you know what I mean? So guys, thanks guys for watching. Let me know in a comment below what do you think about the tier 6 cruiser. Which one is your favorite and why it's that? For me, it's no-brainer. It's the Leander, Bugioni, and also Nürnberg. I find kind of interesting this tier 6 Dutch. However, it lacks in actually firepower versus many other cruisers. That's my honest opinion. So let me know in the comment below what you think about the different missions. Do you ever play them? Do you find them interesting, or you find them boring? This killer way, it's not my cup of tea. I rather have other operation of the week, which is more challenging and I can do more damage. For me, it's important if I going and playing, you know, I don't want to do anything under 80,000 damage. I very much like to reach that 100 and plus. Sometimes better, sometimes worse, but it is what it is. But to put a big number of damage, you really need to be in the right place at the right time, you know what I mean? So guys, thanks guys for watching, and always captains, fierce seas, and goodbye.